Ty the Vault Dweller here, coming to you with another video of Fallout 4 Let's Build in Sanctuary Hills in the land of YouTube. So in the last video we finished building the bartender's house. Turned out really well. Looks really good. I'm happy with it. Looks junky, just the way it should. I intentionally don't want a door on either of these rooms just because it keeps the aesthetic looking good. But anyways, we are done this now, so we'll move on to the next thing. Close the door, at least. Out of my way, Cosworth. So I thought we would change this up a bit. Make it look a little more secure. One way of doing that is building a better guard tower. So in this video we're gonna strengthen up our defenses, and I'm gonna show you how to build a better guard tower, or a more solid looking guard tower, we'll say that. So first we gotta remove everything on here. So now that we have mods installed, I kinda wanna build something a little stronger in the end here. This out. Now remove this. Scrap that bush. So I also want to re-relate something that I made a comment about in the last video about the scrapping mods anyways. I'm telling you that you don't have to use it. It's not a bad mod. It's a really good mod. I just didn't want to come off as like I was shit talking the mod per se, because I wasn't trying to anyways. But if you want to use the mod, definitely go for it. It is a pretty good mod, but use it at your own risk because it does break precubines. And if you're a console gamer, I wouldn't really recommend it just because it's harder on console. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of those. And these are the stained concrete foundation and floor. These are in the base game, as long as you have the Wasteland Workshop DLC. Heck, we can build one higher, but there's really no point. Then next, we build the platform. Like so. Then we build our catwalk. This is going to be a prison style guard tower. Because these are the defenses of Sanctuary Hills, and I highly doubt you would want easy access. Even though the raiders will really never appear here. It's just better that we kind of make this look a little more stronger than what it is. So we'll do that. And again, I want it to still look junky because it is the wasteland. It doesn't need to look perfect. And we just follow the settlement. This is the other tricky thing, is building it. We're gonna need those stairs anyways. Just trying to build it stronger, or trying to build it anyways. So put that away. Now usually for the platforms I tend to mix it up. Again, doesn't need need to all look the same, but it's whatever your preference is, really. You're the person building it, not me, so if you want to build it any other way you want, go right ahead. Pass no judgment on this channel. None whatsoever. So again, we had our stairs. I think we scrapped it. Don't know why I did that. And again, another platform, but to change up the platforms, I tend to like to keep them different from one another. So I'll find a junky little wood platform. And if you're wondering why I'm building a prison style guard tower, I usually tend to build some pretty beefy looking guard towers in my settlements to keep them, you know, makes sense to have beefy towers that your settlers are going to hold up against. Because you would not want your settlement coming under siege of raiders just because they were able to blow your guard tower out of the sky. Okay, here's the fun part of trying to snap these stairs in place. Because they snapped before. It's just a matter of trying to snap them in again, but sometimes you have to do it with 2 of these to get it to work. Or, if you want, you can go to the concrete section. The stained concrete, which is, oh my goodness, oh my, I don't even think these are snapping to it either. What I was going to try and do is snap those, but we may just have to use 2 small ones just because the snapping's not working. So well, it's working, but it doesn't want to allow me to snap. Okay, this is starting to tick me off a bit. Why? Why are you being this way? Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Ugh, that just makes me shiver when it does that. I hate it. It's not a good feeling. Okay, so I did that wrong. We have to build the floor. So for the floor, I'm actually going to do 2 junk pieces. Some people are like, why would you use junk wood if you're trying to build a solid looking guard tower? Well, you gotta remember, this is a settlement. This is the wasteland. I don't think the settlers are gonna worry too much about any of that as long as the tower functions. And again, we'll change this one up. So now we got multiple different textures going on here. Looks perfect. So now for the floors, or for the walls, we're gonna do half metal wall and then half glass. Because the metal does give it a more stronger look. Do that there. And I think I tried building this without mods, and it's incredibly hard. If you want to try building this without mods, go for it. It's not impossible. It can be done. It's just infuriating and very frustrating to do it without mods because it drove me insane. But at the top of the guard tower, we usually add glass walls. I think you can add this. Shoot. No, it's still too tall. But we're gonna spend the next couple videos, I think, beefing up the sanctuary walls just to make it feel more solid, because at the end of the day, would you really want these open? Like, we may have some of it open, but we'll kind of beef it up a bit, make it a little bit stronger. Make it look like you would have to bring a tank in here to take it down, or come in with a vertibird. Because these sellers aren't giving this settlement up without a fight. Again, I do the metal, because the metal looks the best. Now for the roof, you just do a regular flat roof. Again, workshop rearranged. And then you do the little roof pieces. And I was actually I'm having a brain fart there. I was rewatching The Walking Dead, and I'm on season 3 right now, and I'm like, those prison towers would be a cool concept to build to a settlement, because they look sturdy enough, even though they blew them up with a grenade launcher and a tank. But the only thing that may blow this up would be likely Fat Man. But because there's no destructible structures in Fallout 4, there wouldn't be really that much of a worry about a Fat Man destroying your settlement. Could you literally imagine you could just take a whole settlement with just a Fat Man? Like, you got enough mini nukes, anybody's gonna be bending to your will. So we're gonna add some like junk fences, you know, to make it a little more clean, or a little more junky. Because again, okay, I think because we're right outside the settlement build area. There we go. So now you're wondering, what do we do with this gap? Well, I got just the thing for you. Columns and beams. Now we got this big thick guy that we can just put in there, or gap fillers, which I believe are in here. No, I think they're in the miscellaneous. Got right here, gap fillers. Again, this is workshop rearranged. But there we go. That's how you build it. It's 2 stained concrete bases stacked on top of each other. 2 warehouse or farm barn pieces for stairs. And then takes multiple of these smaller blocks around it to build the platform that you would be walking around. Then 2 half walls attainable through workshop rearrange. Then the regular greenhouse wall windows, a flat shack doorway, again workshop rearrange. These are just regular, these parts here that we used to build the platform around it are just vanilla. The roof is workshop rearrange again. A lot of this was built with workshop rearrange, so this is the only other vanilla thing for the roof. So I'd say in total, maybe with the vanilla pieces, we probably used quite a few of them over the workshop rearrange parts. It's mostly vanilla besides that. But if you look at it from a distance, it looks like a prison guard tower. What the? Jeez! Oh my God. Holy crap! That crikey, that scared me. Damn. Yeah, now You come up to Sanctuary, that's the first thing you'll see is a prison guard tower built. So the settlers will make them feel right at home. You know, maybe we'll add some jail cells to it as well, just to add to this prison aesthetic, but it is a much cooler tower because it looks stronger, it looks solid, it doesn't look like some rickety thing that's just standing on stilts practically. And if you are kind of wanting a prison style build for your settlement, if you're into that, I don't know if you are or not, that's definitely a good idea to add. As for guard posts, you will have to add these guys. Because you can't do the full guard thing here. It doesn't really work. So you have to do this. I always like doing the ammo box because the ammo box works, but pretty much the settler will just sit here and it'll monitor this part of the settlement. So now we're going to eliminate this whole section because there's no point having it anymore. And we are going to put up some half walls because we do need this for this. But let me know down in the comments what you think of the guard tower. I like it. I kind of dig it. If you're using mods, you might as well go all on your Sanctuary Hills defenses because it will really make your settlement more... You kind of, I would say you would want, maybe your settlement doesn't need to be like 100% intimidating, but if you have like a bunch of walls and stuff protecting your settlers, it would kind of scream more protection. The settlers would be more likely want to live in your settlement. But I don't know. I don't live in a wasteland, so I wouldn't really know what people would want. Because in all honesty, you would actually want this type of wall. But and I don't know how I managed to snap that in there, but I guess that snapped in there. So there you go. I'd say that looks pretty cool. Looks pretty freaking secure. Now the fun's gonna be of trying to glitch these in just to keep the base of this solid, but I guess we could just scrap that or remove that and then put in a solid concrete foundation so it doesn't look like the guard tower is just sitting on a wooden platform with legs that would be able to very easily be able to pull right out from underneath it. Never a dull moment when a frickin' radiation storm comes in to ruin the fun of building. But another thing you can do is you can add like a concrete wall here. I kind of want to avoid the radiation because I don't have any Radaway right now, or I do, but I don't want to burn it all in this. But because I don't have a place anywhere mod for PC, I'm kind of just throwing crap at the wall and seeing what sticks. Let's just say, crap sounds gross, let's just say spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Nice, you know it's a good day when you're getting radiation from both the pond and the river and radioactive storm. You know, one thing I did look up, did you know there would be actually there would actually be snow in the Commonwealth after total nuclear annihilation. Oh, or we can just do that. We'll use the metal wall just because it'll look better. Yeah, that's actually kind of nice because now it doesn't look so junky. And then now we can just put a filler board in there. Yeah, I actually like that. That looks kind of good. It kind of looks junky. Yeah, you don't really see the clean looking concrete anymore, so that is freaking cool. So I guess now that's our defense for... Oh, that just looks so cool. Look at that. I'm gonna take a minute and look at that. Now we got some decent defense for the back. But we're definitely gonna want to build some platforms for turrets. Now again, definitely gonna want security. Security is definitely gonna be high on your priority list. So we'll just add some cheap turrets to the back side here. Now anybody that tries getting into Sanctuary from that side is gonna either get gunned down by a settler, which I highly doubt it. Settlers are pretty freaking useless. No offense to them, but most of the time I spend helping them than I do actually dealing with that, actually doing anything productive, or them doing anything productive. Would it be wrong to just, because you guys know about Palworld, everybody knows about Palworld. I've been playing Palworld literally quite crazily lately. But would it be wrong to just get rid of your sellers and replace them with pals? They'd be like so much more useful in this situation. There we go. Now we got a railing, so I don't have the OSHA inspectors come in and be like, I'm gonna do an audit on your settlement. Why don't you have railings there? That is very unsafe. Seller could fall and break their neck. Next thing you know, I'll be getting audited because of it. But this is more so to just be a guard post more than anything. So now we gotta kind of put some guard stuff in here. And we'll put like a couple ammo boxes here. Maybe a little medikit. Put some warehouse stuff in here. You know, you don't want to be caught with your pants down in the wasteland, I can tell you that much. For inside the guard tower, we're going to add a nice little sleeping bag. Just so the settler has somewhere to sleep, or they can sleep in shifts, because you kind of want that if you're running a settlement. Put a nice little desk in here. They can write down their little stories that they're of what's going on up here. Again, however you want to build this, it's completely up to you. Put down a nice little foot locker. put down a couple more ammo boxes. Gotta keep it basic in here. Not over decorated, even though I'd love to. I don't want to over decorate it. And you know where I'm getting a piece of resistance, which is the door. Which don't want to snap. Because for some reason some things snap and some things don't snap. Never understand it. No, what's that, a junk door to this one? It is the wasteland. And it opens the wrong way, but that's fine. It's not meant to be perfect. But there we go. A little prison guard tower area is built. Now let me know in the comments if you would do anything differently or if you think this is a bit much. I mean, I dig it. I like the look of it. It looks good. It makes your settlement look safe. It makes it look like you got some solid structures built, and you don't have to fear that you're relying on a bunch of teetering structures to protect your settlement. But I'm also all about always overdoing it with Fallout, so. Oh, and I just saw something crazy. Yeah, we can't do that as much as I would like to do that. We can't do that because it just would not work. Yeah, we'll keep this wall clear. I mean, they don't all have to have something going on with them. We'll say this is kind of like just a guard area. Sanctuary will have a bunch of guard areas. Also, being that we're going to be a mega settlement. And I mean mega as in huge. We're gonna need some beefed up security besides a couple of junk fences and people going nuts. So I'll quickly fix this and then we'll get back on track of building. Because we need to finish that other area. Put a nice little couch in there for the security guards so they're not just doesn't feel like they're standing on their feet all day. They're security guards, but they gotta have some sort of oh, these are the billboards. Yeah, this would be cool to add to here too. Yeah, I'll do a billboard. Except I don't think Heroverse Comics is. Yeah, we'll do a mass fusion. Seems how mass fusion's like the. Come on, we can get it in there. We just gotta get it just right. Oh. Okay, yeah, we need some right away. There we go. Now we got a nice little billboard for extra protection. I don't know, I just kind of like the look of the billboards because it reminds me of New Vegas and that one settlement. I think it's Lower Freeside, it's like the slums, because Freeside even has its own slums for some reason. But I would think the billboard would look cool because then it would kind of scream like the people of the settlement went and took down billboards and all sorts of junk that could help users build their walls, or help use to build walls, so I would say that looks pretty good. Now this part. Let's beef up this side. Because God only knows this side needs it. So this is the, we'll say the vanilla version of building this. But let's say you want to go beyond vanilla. And you want to really build an epic looking settlement. I'll look no further, I'll give you that. I'm going to start off by adding a junk wall. But to beef up our settlement, we want to kind of make it different. Because remember in one video we completely restructured the way the settlement functions. Because we're only using half a sanctuary. Everybody would be building all a sanctuary. Everybody's already done that. So we're different. We're going to use all of sanctuary, or we're going to use only half of sanctuary. Because to me that makes the most sense. How does that look from the outside? Yeah, it's kind of floating a bit. So what we'll do to fix that is we'll go into our old friend warehouse tab again, and we'll build a half-broken wall. And you know the nice thing about this? Is it gives the settlement, the walls, depth. Kind of gives the walls a bit of depth. Makes it kind of look interesting, like we put up these big fancy walls, but of course, oh, I can't even get in there. And of course, I want it to still feel junky. break this turret here, move it, and we'll get some. Go back into here, and we'll add the shark foundations again. Again, we'll put Mr. Turret back up where he belongs. And again, with texture, I'm going to do a metal catwalk. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of these, just because it doesn't scream lore to me, but yeah, let's just change that. That doesn't look good. Plus, it's going to be crossing over the wall, so it's not going to be 100% straight. We'll just do something like this. It's also going to let you know how do people feel about, and I know this seems to be a little bit of a controversy with Fallout. Same with Starfield was a bit of controversy to it. How do you feel about the Fallout series coming out in a couple months? Not even, we're almost done February, can you believe it? But how do you feel about the Fallout new show? What are your thoughts on something like that? Do you think the Fallout show is a waste of time, or do you think, are you going to watch it, or are you not going to watch it, or are you just going to watch it just for fun, or what's your feelings on it? I really want to honestly hear what people's feelings are on the Fallout show, because it's a controversy in a way with Fallout fans, because Fallout fans are used to the game, and sometimes we're afraid when stuff like the Fallout show come out, it can change one's opinion on a complete series. Now trust me, I am a die-hard Fallout fan. I love Fallout. Fallout's always been my favorite game for the longest of time, but I just want to know. What do you guys think about it? What are your thoughts on it? Are you going to watch it? Not going to watch it? Or is it just going to be something you're just going to watch to see what it's all about? Now, in my opinion on it is, yes, it is going to be different. It's not going to be something we're used to. Did I ever think Fallout would become a show? Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen eventually. I had a feeling Bethesda was going to eventually allow a show to be created about this game. But I do also have mixed feelings, being a die-hard Fallout fan. But I think people should just give it a chance. Like, we know people's feelings on Starfield. You know, Starfield had a lot of controversy with it, because, well, not everybody likes Starfield. Me, personally, I liked it, but I think they should have toned down on the realism and 1,000 planets that you got to explore. Like, it's cool you got to explore these planets. It's great and all, but at the same time, it's too many planets in my opinion. Like, there's really nothing on most of them. They're just dead and empty. So really, why would you want to continue to play the game if you get bored just from exploring all the planets, right? But Starfield's like a whole other gripe for me. I quit playing it just because I got bored of it. Unless they add like content to it, that's one thing. Why are they under attack? What? Well, maybe Abernathy, you need to teach your daughters not to talk back to raiders and you'll quit getting attacked. Bro's like, oh, we're part of the Minutemen. Yeah, I'm not helping you. You know who can help you? Preston Garvey. Yo, look at the view distance. We actually get view distance of that guard tower. That's funny. But yeah, I was just going to say we're definitely not using all the sanctuary. That's why I did what I did there. So, it kind of looks more run down. Another way you can build the guard towers is with these style of roofs. But the problem is trying to get them to overlap because you kind of want them to sit like that and not completely square. Oh, I think I know how to fix that. No, I don't want to fall off. Get this to snap. There we go. And then I think we can build those roofs. We actually kind of have to get up even taller just to build this. Or do we have to build like this? Oh, I know why this isn't working. We gotta build a wall. Quite figuratively, we gotta build a wall. I'm trying to figure out why aren't the roof pieces snapping? Well, they don't snap because they're not snapping to a wall. And I don't even know if they'll snap to the junk walls. They should, but they may not. They really don't want to use the warehouse walls just because they're too tall. But we may have to. Because yeah, the way I would build it is like this. Maybe we can do this. Because yeah, for some reason certain pieces only snap to certain other pieces. I don't know the whole idea behind it, but that's just the way the game's set. Because you see that brought us down quite a bit more, which then brings us down just enough with these roof pieces. Which then now we can build the ceiling, essentially, since the roof has been built. And the ceiling will essentially just make it out of these. Well, essentially, I think we just built another guard tower that actually looks more like a guard tower, or how a guard tower should look. Oh, okay, that looks kind of incredibly dumb. What do you think? Kind of looks like the tower got an updo or something. Yeah, that just ain't sitting right with me. Just how that looks. Some people would like that look. I don't like that look personally. It's almost like giving yourself a haircut essentially, and you're not happy with it, but everybody's like, oh no, you look great, and you're just thinking in the back of your head, I look horrible. Freaking horrible. Yeah. I'll just keep with the flat roof. The flat roof looks the best. Essentially, the flat roof looks the better. These. Again, you can build this however you want. It's totally up to you. It's your guard tower, not mine. These are just how I build mine. But now Sanctuary is starting to feel more like a prison than it is a settlement. Sellers will just very calmly come in here. I don't even think sellers know what prison is, honestly. Like maybe you would know what prison is, being the sole survivor. But essentially they wouldn't know what prison is. Always forget that we have railings in here too. I just gotta remember that. And again, if you want to do all the same railings, that's perfectly fine. That's totally up to you. Like I said, again, it's your settlement, not mine. I'm not going to tell you how to build it. This is just how I'm doing it. But I just prefer these guard towers because they look better, they look stronger. They don't look so rickety. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, would you trust going to a settlement with rickety towers and walls that are barely standing up? Probably not. And again, the sellers need a place just to chill out while they're guarding the settlement. Here's where we'll put a guard post. One that wants to snap to everything. Oh yeah, I remember these guard towers. These are like the OG guard towers of Sanctuary. And this is like just one watchtower from What's that place? Or that Creation Club mod? But I can't even think of it. But yeah, we'll put even more rickety boards on there just to keep up with the aesthetic. See, when I put that on there, it wants to snap. So maybe what we need to do is maybe place it. We need to rug glitch it in. Because why not? Also want to know in the comments, what do you think of this series so far with Sanctuary Hills getting built up? Also see I got more subscribers, which is freaking awesome. The channel's growing and I love it. I really appreciate everybody who's subscribing to my channel. It really makes me happy to see that. So, thank you. I really appreciate it. Alright, I guess next up we're just going to add some railings to here. Do some decorating, and that will be the two sections for the front of the settlement. Now, are we going to use these guard towers throughout the settlement? No, we're going to change it up. Like I said, it's a settlement. It's a wasteland settlement. Can't all be the same. But I kind of want the main towers over the main part of Sanctuary kind of being the strongest. Even though it would be dumb to have that. This tower will have a bed. Like an actual bed. Again, with some more ammo boxes. And a little desk or a table for them to sit at, because it would get pretty boring up here. I kind of don't want to overdo it just because it would be kind of unrealistic to be putting like large items up here, because in a real situation, how the heck would you get those items up here in the first place? And again, we're going to add this. So a guard can stand here as well, so it doesn't feel like we're just Building a tower for nothing. I'm gonna load like a little counter here. Add some ammo boxes again for security reasons. I'd like just a random med kit here. I'm gonna put a footlocker right here. It's just kind of like some random settlement junk stuff that would kind of be in these guard areas. Then we'll put another seating system in here. Except we're gonna do a couple subway benches. Just because we want to change it up a bit. And a random table too. But there we go. We beefed up some of the walls facing the outside. Now, of course, we're going to put some graffiti on these metal boards. Maybe we'll throw a flag on there. Nah. Gotta go to Gritty Guff. Signs of the times. Put up like some posters. Just kind of make it look like it's been make it look like there's been some stuff added here. I want to put this up over in this area. And it's stating people to beware of bears. And it seems though I scrapped one of the road signs here in Sanctuary. We'll put it back. I think it was like right around here. But I'm really happy with this. I think it was Creative Clutter that had those signs. Yeah, I think it was them. I would like to put that up, but the Soul Survivor doesn't know who Kellogg is right now. Oh, it wouldn't make sense. Although that would be perfect right there. We are putting that there though, because that works. We'll put that up at a later date. Signs of the Times wall. I can't even remember how we got those. I just don't think we'll read what's on those posters because I don't know if that will upset some people or not. Because we all know what the Fallout world's based around. put this up just so ghouls know they're welcomed here. That we're not that type of settlement. We don't have much of a community yet, so we can't really put up a community board. Oh yeah, one thing I do want to do is put this here. Gotta remind our people that when we get out into the wasteland, there is radiation. Yeah, I can't seem to find where I had that stuff. But I guess the posters are just fine for now. Kinda just makes it look like there's people that were putting up posters. Hey, Preston. So, I guess we'll end the video off here. Tell me what you think of the guard towers and beefed up sections in the settlement. We're definitely going to do more beefing up along here. And maybe eventually build a nice little community. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and there'll definitely be more to come later.